Hello, my awesome and amazing Scorpios. It's Mel with Blue Scorpion Tarot here to bring you another general collective reading. Let's see what's going on in the overall energy dynamics. Calling upon the trusted ancestors of my Scorpio viewers and my Scorpio subscribers to bring in the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth through the power of the numbers. And so it is. And of course, rolling the dice to see what I need to shuffle a deck to. Power of number 11. Power of number 10. And power of number 6. Okay. All right. Looks like we are going to the number 27. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. You could be dealing with a fixed sign, an Aquarius, a Taurus, Leo, or possibly another Scorpio. You could also be dealing with a Libra born at the earlier part of October. And yes, for some of you Scorpios could have been born at the latter part of October. And of course, you November Scorpios coming in through the power of number 11. You could also be dealing with a Gemini or a Cancerian born in the month of June. You may be dealing with a Cancerian or a Leo born in July. Picking up on Aquarius and Pisces energy, you could be dealing with born in the month of February. Straight up Pisces energy with the number 12, so that's like the Hanged Man card. Star card energy also showing up, so straight up Aquarius. I've got Scorpio and Aries energy coming in through the number 16 with the Tower. We could see any of the pages, something about communication, picking up on the Knights. Any of the Knights can make its presence known, and also straight up Aries energy through the Fool card, possibly. So let's see what's going on. Going to the number 27 for the beautiful star sign of Scorpio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27. Okay. Trusted ancestors of my Scorpio viewers and subscribers, what is the overall general collective energy, please? What does Scorpio need to know at this time frame? Show me what's up. Wow, Scorpio, you're on the board. Major changes and transformation. Being a phoenix, rising up out of the ashes. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. But in regards to what, right? Excuse you, Toto. Okay. Queen of Swords. Thinking. You could be doing a lot of thinking right now, Scorpio, male or female. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Waiting for a change. Waiting for a change of heart. I'm hearing Cyndi Lauper. Waiting for a change of heart. Maybe for somebody to think differently about you, or definitely going through a healing phase or a healing process. You could own a black leather jacket. You could own a pair of black ripped jeans. You may like leather cuff bracelets that snap. You could have Native American culture within your DNA. You may also live near water or a body of water. Right now, you could feel that your heart has been locked up. Maybe you have sworn off not to, be in love again, Scorpio, but there's a thinking energy. Somebody here is gearing up to reach out. So we have a Page of Pentacles, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Ace of Cups, new love, a new beginning. Out with the old, hello to the new. There's a judgment call headed in your direction. Maybe you're going to be faced with to make a decision. It could be somebody coming in to reconcile a situation with you. What is this beautiful new beginning in romance for Scorpio? Plans. Somebody wants to make plans. Or this new phase, this new beginning could happen over the next 2 days, maybe the next 2 weeks. Something about looking off into the distant horizons. You waiting for your soulmate, your true person that you're supposed to be with. Or you've been daydreaming. There's that King of Pentacles. So the last reading, this person, King of Pentacles, male or female, was the main focal point of the last reading that I posted for Scorpio. This person could be at a distance from you. Let's go into the Romance Angels deck. There's new love. New love coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Maybe Scorpio, you've just been, if you haven't really been focusing too much on your romantic life, you definitely could be putting your nose to the grindstone right now with work. And maybe you're, using work in order to help, heal you, or just to stay focused and not to think about the pain or the sorrow or the anguish that you've gone through before in the past. But I don't know, it's like there's like a massive major turnaround here. Free yourself, free your heart chakra, free your heart from the prison that maybe you've put it in, Scorpio, because of how people have treated you before in the past. Free yourself. It says it's time to take back control of your life. It's also time to take back control of your thoughts. Get rid of the ruminating thoughts of the past and look to the new. Very soon, bottom of the deck, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. You deserve love, Scorpio. You deserve to have it all. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be in a healthy, committed partnership with the one that you love. It's time to release, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. You could be thinking too much about the past and situations that have happened that are holding you back from experiencing this beautiful, soothing energy of new love. And some of you may need to work more on self-concept. It's hard. Don't get me wrong. It's hard. Like when we're thinking about the past and those energies start to hit you up. Sometimes I even catch myself in the past, not necessarily always like love romantic dynamics, but it could be with like friends, situations, things that happened before, like, like randomly out of nowhere, like your mind just gets triggered. You know what I mean? And so it's just like, okay, cancel, clear, delete. Don't allow people to infiltrate your thoughts that have hurt you. When you start to have those mental arguments in your head, or thinking that, maybe you could have told somebody off, or you could have said something different, or, whatever the case may be, I'm picking up that there could be something going on here subconsciously that is also putting you into a form of resistance. Because your thoughts could be going back and forth between, okay, the negative stuff that had happened before between you and a specific person, or how you feel about love in general. A lot of you could be self-sabotaging your energy without you even kind of knowing it, because it's like your brain is on survival mode, trying to figure out, like, again, it goes back to, well, I could have said this to this person to really tell them off, or really express how I feel towards them, and this pent up emotion or anger, or the frustration that could still be lurking in your energetic force field. Believe me, I've been there. I've been there. And so when I start to get triggered from past tense things, if it's family members, friends, whatever, I do my best to catch myself when my brain, my subconscious mind, is being activated to think about something from the past that serves, in truth, no purpose in the present moment. The present moment is your power time right now to be able to start manifesting for the desired outcome that you want. So once your thoughts get grounded, your emotional heart space is going to align up with that, because your emotions are the gasoline that fuel intentions. So right now, because the sword activity, doesn't matter what sword it is, but we have a Queen of Swords here. This is mental thought process and communication. Some of you have gone no contact, or have been in no contact. You pulled back. A lot of you might have pulled back your energy from toxic, narcissistic people, friends, family members, and also former lovers, not to give them or pay them any mind or attention. But again, Spirit saying, it's like it's kind of it's a little bit of a repetitive message from one of the other videos I posted for you guys like a few days back. Don't block your heart off, Scorpio. And I know that a lot of you feel like, well, I don't know. Am I really blocking love off? Am I, maybe I don't care. Maybe some of you guys are just in a kind of like a I don't care type of energy. And maybe that's fine. You might need to go through that for a little bit, but I would probably suggest try not to stay in that energy for too long, the I don't care, because in truth, your higher conscious self, your higher self is going to know different. It's going to know better than what your 3D self is thinking and experiencing in this, in this present moment. Okay. So forgiving. Only forgive in truth. If somebody's making the same mistakes over and over again, and you continuously keep forgiving that person, the forgiveness is null and void. It's just, it's like being a gerbil on a spindle. Okay. Try to keep forgiving and forgiving and forgiving. And it's like, nobody's making improvement. Nobody's saying anything. If Spirit is telling you not to communicate with someone, we got to listen to that calling, because it could be that that person also needs their time and space to think things through. The past is really interesting. The past has a way of sometimes just catching up to us, or having us face certain things, or, when the past a person from your past realizes that, okay, maybe when they come to that realization that, they made a mistake, they walked away from you, and then randomly, if it's within a few months, a few weeks, maybe even a couple years, and then it's like they come in out of nowhere. When we're talking about a past connection, you're like, what? Oh, hey, never thought I'd hear from you again. Yeah, what's going on? So I do feel that some of you are going to be faced with that type of situation. There's a lot of pent up emotion that could be going on right now. So you could just be trying to bury yourself in work. A lot of you are waiting for a job situation to happen. Thinking about, maybe working for a new company. It could be about contemplation right now of maybe leaving something that's not serving your highest purpose anymore. And this could be about going into entrepreneurship. But all in general, I feel like this is more or less about what is going on between your mental head space and your heart space in regards to the romance department. You have to keep your vision focused intention, and know that there is a true soulmate, a true partner for you. But forgiving the past, or just learning how to effectively move on and realize, okay, you know what? That was a time, that was a season. Okay, it happened, but I'm not the same person anymore. As long as you are growing and evolving all the time, Scorpio, and you're changing yourself, becoming the best version of you, you're going to start getting more of that confidence, especially when it comes to your romantic life. And you're going to start to feel very good, like feeling like you're unstoppable. Somebody could be coming in to beg you for forgiveness to take them back. Wedding. For those of you who want long-term committed partnership with the word marriage attached onto it, yeah, marriage is in the cards for you. It's a matter of getting to that feeling within inside of you that you are worthy and that you are lovable and that you deserve this contentment and peace of mind, peace of heart with that partner that is going to validate you, to recognize you, which you would do the same for them, especially if you're feeling the vibe, you're feeling the groove with that person. It's Spirit saying it is time to unblock yourself, if any. This could be more or less what's going on in your mental headspace. If your thoughts are going back and forth, how do you expect, how can any of us expect to get what it is that we want when our focused intention is retrieving back to the past? Well, what if this happens again? And what if they're just going to break my heart all over again? Do you know what you're doing when you say things like that? You are self-prophesizing. You are self-sabotaging your future happiness every single time you go back and forth in your mind and start to have these ruminating thoughts, things that are not even supposed to be in your head right now. The thoughts that should be in your head is focusing in on the divine union, divine partnership, the true love, that you know that you're going to have it, that you're going to claim it, and that it is yours, that the work is done, that Spirit has always had the right person for you. Your faith and belief right now, Scorpio, could be tested. Could be tested right now. It's really, in truth, your willpower. But since the divine and the universal source is already within us, and if you feel like the universe or God is testing you, well, if we are one and the same and there's no separation, Are you testing yourself? Does the impatientness really truly need to be there? Does the all-seeing, all-clear knowing, if you know for a fact within you that the right person is there for you, then why are you doubting yourself? Why are you doubting at times if you are lovable? Why would you doubt that you're not wanted? Society creates this sense of separation between us and the divine. They don't tell you that we're interconnected. They don't show you how. You know what I mean? They keep you stuck thinking that your wishes are all the way out there, hard to reach, hard to grab, like, oh God, I can't reach it. No, we have to start learning that the power, and we start shifting this new wave of thinking in our head that the soulmate, the one you're supposed to be with, has already been there. That person, that masculine or that feminine, your person has already been there from day one. And that the power of your mind, it is being challenged. The reason why it gets challenged, it's because of our mental conditioning from society, from religion, from the way that we're raised, from the way that we teaching us the wrong way of thinking. You are not disconnected from source. What you want wants you. What you desire desires you. What you love loves you. It's time to start thinking different. That the power and the source is already within you. It already has been. You are not separated. And this is the reason why you could feel like this anguish or longing or yearning or feeling like nothing's happening, nothing's moving. It's because, we're always constantly looking in the 3D reality. We have to start looking to the reality of our mind and the vision and the focus. I like to think that the waiting phase is like a trick. It tricks our mind to focus in on, like, when we get caught up in the waiting phase, like the waiting energy. Do you really in truth have to wait? Why do you think that you would have to wait? Maybe something inside of you is saying, okay, I need to still work on myself. Maybe that's what the waiting phase is. I don't know. You have to kind of maneuver through your thoughts and how it's connecting with your emotions. But from this point forward, start claiming that you are not separated from source. You are not separated from your person of interest. You are not separated in truth from everything that is good and that you're not worthy. Society puts us like little peons, you know what I mean? It's those who master the control over one's thoughts and start realizing that you could be living in a whole new virtual reality of time and space. So this is in truth about self-empowerment. This is about self-concept. Time to open and release that little prison that you've had your heart blocked off so that it can grow and expand and start to give. And this soulmate, whoever's in this energy, your specific person, whoever's on your thoughts, now can come into real union. The crying, the sorrow, the sadness, that's not going to help you manifest. It's not going to help you get to where you need to be. You have to come back into your power, because that's in truth how your person met you in the first place. People are attracted to people who are confident. So when your person met you, you were confident. They were confident about you. You were confident about them. Some things are a little bit of a mirroring effect, but we still have our own thoughts. But there are energy breakdowns in timelines. They can be, especially when one person's thinking one thing and you're thinking another, but it's really who has the most dominant thoughts? Who keeps focusing. A lot of times, the reason why people get unfocused away, or their attention is drawn away from a relationship connection, it's because they're mentally thinking in the 3D, and so they're giving attention to these 3D third-party situations instead of focusing in on the vision of what the two of you had. But there could have also been something within inside of that person that they were not healed from something in particular. So you can change that wave of energy with your specific person and start claiming and chanting that your person, the one who walked away from you, the one that got away, saying, oh, my person's returning back to me because of X, Y, and Z reasons, because they know that they can't live without me, because they know that I'm the best person that they ever met. They know that I am their soulmate. I know that they're my soulmate. They know this. Focus in on them. You know, if you're manifesting for a specific person, manifest them thinking only about you. That they're only thinking about you. They're not thinking about anybody else, because in your mental reality, you're going to dominate over your thoughts. That they're thinking about you. That they know that the love that they had with you was real. That they are complete, that they are whole, that they are working through their trauma bonds, that they're working their way through any kind of childhood wounds or abandonment issues. You know where I'm going with that? So choose today not to think anymore that you are separated from source, and that the source, the mother God, father God, energy, the universal wisdom, truth, knowledge, the cosmos, the ethers, the dark matter energy that is 95% of our universe, that we are all of the same source. And then you can start manifesting. But your heart chakra, Scorpio, your heart needs to come out of the prison and think differently. Because, yeah, for those of you who want this, listen, this is walking down the aisle. Whatever your wedding or marriage would look like, it's all meant for you. Maybe the forgiveness is, Scorpio, maybe forgive yourself for not having all of the true wisdom or true knowledge at your fingertips, maybe in the past. Maybe it's not necessarily forgiving that person. Maybe it's more or less forgiving yourself for not knowing the difference, that you are not separated from source. Maybe it's to forgive yourself for thinking that you're here, everything that you want is out here, and now understanding that all of that power is within inside of you. You have to kind of examine, like I said, navigate through your thoughts. How many times a day are you thinking negatively about someone or a situation? Do you catch yourself? Do you catch yourself in that moment and say, cancel, clear, delete? Do you shift that thought of what makes you not feel good and say, hello, negative thought. I'm sorry, you do not have permission to invade my space nor infiltrate my thoughts. Be gone, go away, and then shift into, no, I am perfect. I am secure within myself. I'm a badass. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of health, wealth, prosperity, abundance. I am awesome. I am an amazing person. I have so much to offer. I have so much to give. I love who I am. Do you ever say that to yourself? I love who I am. I am worthy of everything that is good and right in the world. I am not separated from source. I am the source. I am of that source. That power resides within me. I am the one who's in the driver's seat. I am the one that is in control of my fate and destiny because Mother God, Father God energy is already within me, telling me exactly where I need to put my energy. How many times do you pump yourself up? How many times do you say and look at yourself and say how much you love yourself? And this isn't about being egotistical. This is really just in truth. Do you love what you see? Or do you have these heavy, harsh, toxic, ruminating thoughts that make you feel bad about yourself, or thinking that you're not worthy? We do not need to plead. We don't need to beg source. The power's already within us. And once we grasp more and more and more of that concept, I feel like our hearts, our emotional heart space can start to grow and get bigger and start to receive, because we can put ourselves out of alignment, Scorpio, when we keep giving and giving and giving and giving and we don't learn how to receive. That's going to throw your energetic force field off balance. Start looking at yourself, accept yourself, love yourself, know that you are worthy. You are not separated. You are not separated from the divine in order to have what you want or to beg or plead. The universe is like, oh my God, help me. No, it's already in us. It's already in us. Okay. My awesome and powerful and amazing Scorpios. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me and do it through the power of the numbers, you can hit me up at bluescorpiongifts@gmail.com, and my amazing assistant, Victoria, will book you for that personal reading. But until next time, take care.